Alright, hopefully this is going to be working properly. Because I needed better audio for these videos, and it's better if I do it over here. So I moved slightly. Whatever. Welcome back to another episode of I Finished Watching, and today we're doing a TV series, long-running NBC TV series, long-running, 7 seasons, long-running NBC TV series called Parks and Rec. Probably everybody's heard of. Of the series starring Amy Poehler, Nick Offerman, Audrey Plaza, Chris Pratt, Adam Scott, Rob Lowe, Rashida Jones, Aziz Ansari, and it's about basically everybody works in this in a parks department of a government in a little town called in Pawnee, Indiana. And it is kind of the setting of it is a bit like The Office. I think it was supposed to, because by the same people, Greg Daniels and Michael Schur, I think that's how you say it. And it's in the documentary style, although I'd say unlike The Office, it, as time goes on, it kind of, I guess, figured out what it wanted to be, and it doesn't take that format as seriously as The Office did. The Office ended with the premiere of the documentary series, and then doing behind the scenes stuff, and acknowledging that there was a crew, and they do that a little bit in the beginning, but then as it goes on, I kind of felt like it became semi a Tina Fey series. I haven't seen many Tina Fey stuff. I haven't seen 30 Rock, but I've seen Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, a good chunk of it. So it kind of reminded me of that, where it kind of got a bit weird. But I kind of like that because everybody basically took it seriously. They took all of the insanity that was going on seriously. There's a lot of insane stuff going on in Pawnee because it's a weird town. But I really like the show. I found it really funny. I loved all of the characters. Leslie is great, and I love her. And she's I think in the beginning they were trying to make her seem maybe you could tell they had a lot of influence from The Office, and they were trying to make people who they were in The Office. And then as the show went on, they were kind of oh, this it's a different show, so let's work with how different it is and that kind of thing. So also The Office, the first season's not good at all. It's only 6 episodes, but it's a drag to get through, I would say. And then I'd say as season 2 goes on, it gets a bit better, but it's still drag up until when Adam Scott and Rob Lowe come in, and they kind of bring more life to the show. And Mark, played by Paul Schneider, left. I felt bad for that guy, because I think he left on his own accord, but once he left, the show got a lot better and a lot funnier, and he kind of got more invested in everybody, and you wanted to see what would happen with Leslie and Ben, and then April and Andy, who were also adorable, and I love them, and that kind of thing. And then you liked seeing everybody make fun of Jerry and Donna being awesome, and that kind of thing. I loved Anne and Leslie's friendship. Anne is Rashida Jones. Yeah, she was kind of this French. I thought that they were friends the entire show. At least is what, not the entire show. I thought that they were friends from the beginning. They were already friends. I didn't know that they met in the first episode. Also, I didn't know that Anne and Andy dated, which felt extremely weird because they knew about April and Andy going into the show. So that was a bit odd. Yeah, I think I said the first season was really hard to get through. And then season 2 definitely got a bit better, and then once it got to the very end, it got really good. Oh, but yeah, season 3, I wrote down that it was 22 episodes, and I got through it in an entire day, just because I kept wanting to watch it because it was so funny, and that kind of thing. So it was just a really funny season. I wanted to see what was because I had the World Day kind of thing with Ben and Leslie. That was really funny. Anything. The snake juice episode was hilarious. I think I love the part with Ron was kind of just dancing around because he's the stoic guy. I love Ron Swanson. He's awesome. Yeah, I think it just basically kept saying that I like the season so far, although I didn't really write many notes for season 6 or 7. But basically kept getting better. I think season 5 was probably my favorite. That was the one where that's one where Leslie is a city council person and just dealing with that, and then her and Ben get married, and it's adorable, and I love it. And I do kind of find it interesting how the town just kind of doesn't like her, which is a weird. I don't know if it was weird. I guess it kind of makes sense, because they kind of based it on the fact that just kind of you can try as hard as you can in a town, in like a small town where most likely people are gonna hate you because like she's trying the best she can to just like make it healthier, and like there is a lot of like progress and that kind of thing, but people still find her and like they think she's not doing enough, or it hasn't made Pawnee better, and they want to recall her, which is what happens in season 6. And it's kind of upsetting, but you are just kind of like, oh, because you want Leslie to succeed because she's like genuinely cares a lot, and then she kind of does realize there's a campaign officer played by Catherine Hahn who comes in during season 4 to help out Paul Fresh with his campaign because he's an idiot, and then talks to her about like dreaming bigger and that kind of thing, and she ends up becoming like the heads of the parks department in season 6, which I don't know I don't even know if they got renewed for season 7 before that, but you could tell like that was kind of like gonna be like the finale-ish, but then season 7 came along, and season 7 is still really good. It's just kind of like, I remember somebody described me as like fan service, which it definitely is, but overall I think it concluded really well. Yeah, I didn't feel like, I think like unlike The Office, which I would say kind of you could tell like it dragged a bit, this didn't. It kept getting better and better, and it finally ended really well. I did find it interesting that I like the fact that like April and Andy, who are Audrey Plus and Chris Pratt, they get married after like a month of dating, and you're like, okay, but then they stay together throughout the entire series, and they so clearly love each other, and I really like how, I think like the idea for me was just kind of like, there is like stepping stones you have like for adulthood, but overall you can kind of just do whatever you want as long as like, if you're only taking care of like yourself and like somebody else and that kind of thing, and you guys are a team, you can basically just do whatever they want, which is what they do. I did find it funny because like Chris Pratt had like kind of a look, and then once season 6 came around and he was doing Guardians of the Galaxy, you could tell like from his hair he looked like Star-Lord, and I was like, but he was still acting like Andy, which I kind of found hilarious. I think it talked about season sorry that much. I think probably Tom is like my least favorite character, but I didn't dislike him. I thought like I just was more interested in kind of everybody else, and that kind of thing. And like I guess he kind of got annoying, but you can tell like he cared about people. I loved him and Donna's like treat yourself days. That was a lot of fun. Rashida Jones is really cool. I kind of like how she was kind of like the straight man in the story. Even like she did have like her own like wacky moments in a bit. Rob Lowe is hilarious. I thought that his character was supposed to be like an asshole politician kind of guy, and like didn't care about people, and he was just kind of like the antagonist, but he really wasn't. He was like a friend to everybody, and he was so positive, and I'm like, oh, this is adorable, and I love it. I like Donna a lot. I think she was a bit underused, but because I wanted to see more of her a lot. Jerry, Terry, Larry, Gary, that guy, he was fun, and I just like, I don't know, like I kind of like that, like he just kind of took all the crap from everybody because they always treated him like it. And even though like yeah, like but I guess because like he had like this great life, and he was like, no, I'm happy, it's fine, like, and I'm almost at retirement. Even though he never technically retires. I didn't talk much about Ron. Ron is awesome. He's like has this idea of like I guess you would say like, he's like a man's man, that kind of thing. And I liked his stuff with his ex-wife. That was kind of funny until he's completely, in a way, like I don't know if it's like he likes a strong woman, but like the women that he married, both Tammys, were basically crazy. And then he meets Diane, who's like also a strong woman, but not crazy. So it kind of changed him because like he has to be a family man at that point. And he's, I really like him a bit. I don't know if I agree with him 100% on the libertarian stuff, but I'd say a good chunk. But I love his love of, breakfast and meats and that kind of thing. But yeah, he was really fun, and I think it's supposed to be like, I think I saw Nick Offerman say he was like about 20 years older than Leslie, so that was kind of fun considering the fact that I think they're like the same age. But yeah, he's a dope character, and I would say I want to be him when I grow up. But I like him quite a bit. I could work with somebody, like him, who just kind of, he was like John Ralphio. He was fine, I guess. So yeah, overall, I forgot about the coronavirus special that they did. Basically finished the series and they put it up on YouTube, so then I watched it. I thought it was definitely cute, and I do like the way that they, handled it. Like handled how, because obviously none of the actors are like together in real life, so how do you show that, they would be like, why are they all separate? So it kind of made sense of like why everybody wasn't together exactly, and they're using the same technology that they had in end of season 6, beginning of season 7. So that was fun. And obviously they had to like make adjustments because in the final episode, which I found really fun, because like the framing work was they were trying to do a simple task of like getting a swing repaired, but then they were showing everybody's future, so they had to future because it takes place because season 6 ended in 2014, I believe. Yeah, 2014. And then season 7 jumps 3 years to 2017. And then the final episode, the framework is that they're building a swing set or they're repairing a swing and they're showing everybody else in the future. But that's like at least like 3 to 5 years away from now. So it made still like, you could still obviously do that, just have like that little framework of that making sense. But like I think in the future, like April and Andy had a kid, that kind of thing. So obviously you wouldn't have to show the kid, and like and everybody's jobs were pretty much either the same-ish from 2017, I would say. So I think that's a lot of rambling, but in conclusion, you can get through season 1. It's not good, but it's 6 episodes. You can get through it pretty quickly. Season 2 is a bit, I'd say also a bit of a chore, but once you get like towards the end, it's basically like quick all the way through. And I like the fact that they didn't try to be The Office 100%. They were trying, yes, they were trying to pursue them once they kind of got past that point of like, we're our own show. They kind of just let everybody do what they want, which was a lot of fun. At least, it was fun to watch, at least, in my mind. So, yeah, Parks and Rec, 9 out of 10. I don't like giving stuff 10 out of 10, because I don't know if anything's perfect. But, yeah, so that's the end of that episode. You can like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. I don't have a Facebook group for this main channel yet, but maybe I will soon. Please let people like it if anybody's really, I don't know how many people are watching, but we're getting it there. And please follow Woody Close Productions, which is a podcast that I do with my best friend, and we talk about TV shows. We're taking a little break just because we can't really see each other, and we're and both of us are a bit busy at this time. But yeah, check that out, and thanks. Bye.